If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
What the to the Ant Money Experience. Oh,
that and you on the backup view, the original one is lost now, and it was still sideways. And you on mute on the backup view.
all right, got it.
You good now?
We good. We live? We live, baby. Welcome to the Ant Money Experience. I had a minor technical difficulty, but we rolling now. Welcome to another edition of the Ant Money Experience, the podcast unlike no other. Man, that technical difficulty threw me off a little bit, but we rolling. We rolling. I want to thank y'all for joining me for another episode. Got a great episode planned for y'all today. You know, today I did a good thing. I was proud of it. I went to the gym and they had people on the side, you know, just asking for a little donation. So I walked up, and they don't usually do this at my gym, so that's why I was intrigued. So I walked up, I looked, and it actually happened to be for the Special Olympics. So I thought to myself, you know what? My friend Roro has special needs. Not really. But I donated. It felt good. I like to give back every once in a while. We should all aim to give back. But y'all know how I like to start my show. I want to give a special shout out to the big exclusive network, the most dangerous podcast network in the game. If you got a podcast idea, you need a home, come on through. We got room. You know, if you here on Mondays, took a little bit of a break, but we right back at them. Melanated Vibrations with Dom Godwin and Dusty Ass Adaris. Coming to you every Monday, 7 o'clock. They give you the mental health aspect of a couple different things that may be going on, as well as, you know, just the topic that she may bring up for her own personal, you know, therapeutic view. Also on Tuesdays, we got the big exclusive podcast, the flagship show of the network. You know, the big exclusive podcast has Angry OG, big exclusive, and Top Flight. Over there, you're going to get a couple different topics. You never know what to expect, but one thing for sure, it's going to go off the rails, and we're going to make fun of big exclusive for eating ass. That's for sure, for sure. But before we go any further, a word from our sponsors. Okay. Without actually, before I go any further, if you have any ideas that you want to bring I'm sorry, I said that already. Threw myself off. But no, if you would like to be a guest host on the Ant Money Experience, or if you would like your business highlighted, even if you got a lounge topic that you would like to bring up, inbox me, DM me, and I'll be sure to bring you on a show. If you are on YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Set them reminders for all the shows. Get yourself a sponsorship. Exclusive content coming real soon. And if you're on Facebook, make sure you share the podcast. Let other people see how amazing this show is. Without further ado, big exclusive. If I have any of my guest co-hosts, could you bring them up, please? I believe I got Ryan and I may have Nikki.
Hey, love.
Look at you feeling better now.
I'm not really doing better, but I couldn't leave my best friend hanging. So
I appreciate that. I said she not coming through. She feeling sick. She probably looking like shit.
low key, but it's okay. It's okay.
I said she been sitting on the couch for a couple days, but
Oh
I
my goodness.
appreciate you. I appreciate you being here this evening. Great
Absolutely.
show for y'all. Was that Eros?
Yes, and Kate.
Shout out to
I
Eros.
want to come on the show. I want to come on the show. As a
We got Joy creeping down here as well. But without further ado, let's jump into If It Bleeds, It Leads. All right. Shout out to El Presidente. I see you in the comments. Producer, could you bring up my first topic, please? I would like to send a rest in peace shout out to Louis Gossett Jr., most notably known for his role in Roots. He's played a couple different roles, but that's the role that I remember him most for. Definitely a decorated actor, and I just like to highlight people that have made an impact on the community, and he will be greatly missed. Also, this day back in, I believe, 1963, you can take that down. This day back in 1963, the great Martin Luther King was assassinated. I just like to honor him and pay my respects for the sacrifice he has made for me to be able to come up here every week and do my shenanigans. Without further ado, producer, play the next video, please.
I just don't like it. I don't like it just because it's sad. Like, how many people's legacies have we watched burn to the ground? From the Russell Simmons, from,
But it's
Diddy.
good that they burned to the ground if they did fuck shit.
Sure, but it's you
still sad
It's
that
just
they
one
even did
emotion.
it.
Like, y'all all lying to yourself if y'all say, yeah, good for them, fuck them. These guys fucking provided the soundtrack to our lives. They contributed to culture in real ways. Before we knew any of this shit, from the Harvey Weinsteins to whoever, we all were inspired by them if you were in entertainment because you wanted to build what they built.
So, as these grand juries start to commence, as these investigations start to go, this Diddy shit is going to get messy. And actually, I'm here for it. But also, I think Charlemagne was the first person I saw put together my thoughts on the P. Diddy situation. Because, as he said, if you're doing fuck shit, you're doing fuck shit. I'm not by no means vouching for what he did if he did what he's accused of. But also, I do feel some kind of way when it's somebody that I grew up kind of looking after and like idolizing what they done, like their business accolades. But also, if you did fuck shit, you did fuck shit. How do you feel about what was said in that video?
I think I can understand. Is that me?
No, you good.
Oh, I sound like a monster on my end. What is happening? I think that I can understand what he's saying when he's saying like the emotion is not just anger. I mean, it's anger for people who I don't care much for P. Diddy or any of them. Like, their music was their music. It was great. I mean, I grew up on some of their music, but I don't know enough about him or care that much for him, like as a person or like as an entertainer. He's just
Right.
He's just who he is. So when I hear the things, it's kind of just like, damn, that's fucked up. Like you should go down if you really did fuck shit. However, I do understand like people who idolize these people, it is a hurt piece. Like I'm thinking that you're this great person and you're this awesome father, awesome mogul, all these things, and you out here like taking these taking a lot of things that you shouldn't be taking.
Taking buttholes.
Like, so I can understand what he's saying in the sense of like the anger and like the hurt and stuff that people feel. However, what the top was like social media is making it bigger than what it is. I don't believe that. I don't believe
No,
that.
I don't believe that at all. You did what you did. I mean, the jokes is the jokes. But wait, 1 minute. Go back to Corey's comment. Shout out to Corey. Welcome back, player. Man, if they did that shit, fuck them. I think he said meant them. But I don't care what color they are. He make it seem like we had to stand with him because he black. Fuck out of here. No, I definitely agree with that. I don't stand with. If you did wrong, you did wrong. I think that it's just more so like, damn, like you built so much. Why you had to do that? I think that's more or less where I'm at.
People do things and they get away with it. They think as they're getting bigger, they can get away with a lot more. Now, I didn't listen to the interview, so I don't know the full extent. But just from that clip, it just made me, from that clip that it showed, it just said that it can't just be anger for people who looked up to him. Like there's a lot of emotions that people are feeling.
I was actually watching that interview on Friday, and by no means was he condoning what he did. I mean, they actually started the show. They went in for about a good 10 minutes just with like using nasty nigga type jokes, and then he kind of like had that thought. And the way they clipped it, like it looked like he was like caping for him, but that wasn't necessarily the case. He was just like, damn, it's just kind of crazy.
Right, Shannon, you said you can separate the music from the person. No, fuck that. You can't.
Actually, bring up what up, beloved? I just feel like this is Diddy karma. All the bad contracts, freak offs, and all that other ish he did. I can, however, separate the music from the person. I don't know, because I couldn't do that with R. Kelly, so I don't know. This Diddy thing is going to be interesting because I think Diddy's influence is kind of just as big as R. Kelly when it comes down to things that he was behind. So that's going to be interesting. But also, big exclusive, why you acting holier than thou? You told me about them Puff Daddy parties you used to be at back in the day. Now you don't rock with them? Crazy.
I don't think you are a bad. People have good qualities and bad qualities, but when your negative qualities overshadow, I can't separate anything from you being a horrible fucking person. So like that shit is that's weird. Like for somebody, I digress.
But with that being said, I ain't said that one in a minute. Y'all got it in my head, so I don't be saying it. I'm bringing that shit back. Y'all ain't scaring nobody. With that being said, producer, bring up the next topic, please. Lizzo be eating? No shit, Lizzo be eating. Lizzo, American rapper Lizzo has just announced on her Instagram that she's quitting the music industry, blaming lies and bullying. Now I'm gonna try to read this because that background is killing my eyes, but I'm gonna give it.
You want me to read it?
Yes, please, because that is killing my eyes.
I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told of me for clout and views, being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look. My character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this shit. I quit.
All right. Corey said you got a Lizzo shirt on.
I love Lizzo.
Wait! I thought he was playing.
It wasn't planned that way. I had in my closet that was planned.
Yo, Lizzo.
I do like Lizzo.
What up, Deandra? Lizzo, sit your fat ass the fuck down. I actually don't like Lizzo at all. She make all this big deal about being fat and being proud of it, and then get mad when people talk about her fat ass.
I don't think that's what it's from now.
Fat ass down.
It was from. I mean, I do think it was the fat comments or whatever, but she was just recently in the news for like being a horrible manager to her like dancers and stuff. Like,
yeah, actually, she didn't like fat dancers.
Yeah, or something along those lines. So I think that is what, because she hasn't really come out after that whole scandal.
Yeah, she can stay her fat ass wherever she at.
I mean,
She wasn't that like if somebody can tell me they was truly a fan of Lizzo, I'm all for it.
I like her. I think that she portrays that she has confidence and she wants people to love themselves for who they are.
She's soft on the inside and out and outside. Corey, you hitting that fat ass chick?
Lizzo always playing. She knows she was talking crazy to people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that this is all because she got caught up in all that scandal with her.
Yeah, they talking about she was out making.
I agree with you. I think
they
that
said she was out here making her dances suck on bananas and shit. That's some wild, freaky ass
I think
shit.
all of them do crazy though, because I think you can't be a nice artist when it comes to like your craft and your shows and things of that nature. Beyonce mom said it too. Beyonce mom was like, she's a demon when she's doing her shows and she's not a nice person. And I know people personally who dance for her and her videos and stuff, and they say the same thing. Like there are times where she's like nasty. Now, do I think that she should have had them like sucking the shit like that?
She had her run with being fat. Now she tired of it.
Yo, I don't think it's from that though. I think it's really from like that whole thing. Like, how can you treat other big people like that?
Shout out to JoJo. JoJo, you know my motto. Fuck these fat bitches.
You can't say that because you be loving a fat girl. Every time you get drunk, you be up on the fat girl in the club.
Why would you get up here and lie like that? She gotta be fat and cute. She can't be just fat. And I don't think Lizzo's fat and cute. I think she's fat and obnoxious.
You don't think she's pretty?
No, I don't think she's pretty.
Really?
I don't think she's ugly. I'm
just trying to be smart. I'm not snitching. I'm just saying, like, a lot of these niggas out here be trying to act like they don't like the fat bitches and they be all in their fucking face. Like,
or they guts.
But these people be liking all these niggas be liking these fat girls when nobody fucking looking.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. I always had the fantasy of the fat girl. I just gotta lay a little wood on her, and she pay my rent, pay my car note. What up, Hannibal? And I've always wanted it, but I never really wanted it. But I'm actually interested to see people's thoughts. Audience, I want your reaction and live time. Tell me what you think about this next video. Producer, play the next video, please.
Schools with no teachers. A private school in Texas started to use AI to teach their students instead of teachers. The students are working one-on-one with AI, and it instantly starts to understand what the students need and can teach them at the correct pace. They even have historical figures teaching them about their own history.
We believe that education should adapt to every student's unique needs and interests.
And these kids are liking it way better than traditional school because they feel like they're actually learning.
Explains a detailed explanation of why the correct answer is correct. Not just saying, oh, here's your correct answer. You can answer the question this way next time.
Share this with a teacher near you. Yo.
So what did you think about that?
I think that we need to chill with this AI stuff because we're embarking on territory that we don't know much about. I can understand why it would be helpful, especially to teach kids at their own pace. But I also feel like when you have children in the classroom and someone is a little bit higher than you, it makes them work to be higher. Like, does that make sense?
It does, but I think
that you just need interaction with teachers.
So, I mean, I can get that, but I can also see where this could be helpful because AI is a double-edged sword because it is very dangerous because you can use if in the hands of the wrong person, it can be dangerous. But I don't necessarily think this is a bad idea. I think that this helps the kids that need that one-on-one. And like a teacher can't always. I mean, if you got one individual concentrating on 30 people, like I have nothing but the utmost respect for teachers. But I think if you have a teacher sitting there and you got 30 kids and you had something that could pick up on how the student's learning and could make a alterated like teaching lesson, but kind of the teacher is monitoring where everybody is, I think that could be very helpful going forward.
Now I agree with you. I think it's a helpful tool, but that's it, a tool. Like it can identify their weaknesses and help them. However, I feel like that needs to also be done on their own time with their parents. Like kids need to be in the classroom with a teacher, and they can have like their 30 minutes to do, I don't know, whatever they have to do.
But if they're receiving
an end of, it shouldn't take the place of a full curriculum.
Well, what would be the difference if a teacher is monitoring their progress, but they're just learning from this computer?
It's like from what I understand with teachers is that they have this lesson plan. You have to get a certain amount of stuff in at whatever pace or whatever. So if this AI thing is only teaching them at their pace, what if there's a student that moves slower and doesn't hit the benchmark of where they're supposed to be?
Did you say the benchmark?
Benchmark.
Oh. Well, I think the AI would be helpful because it's the same shit. If you got a kid in a class and the class is moving one pace, the teacher's not going to stop for one student.
Right, but it teaches their student to keep up, though. Like it teaches their student to keep up.
Well, no, not necessarily. You can get a kid that's just going to be fucking lost, and I think
then they need to be in the slow place.
Shout out to all the people that was in the slow class. No, but Lace. So the AI is only taking. I think a teacher would still be in a room to like monitor, but AI would be there for the teaching portion of it.
So Caden has this class. So Caden does this thing when he was in 5th grade or whatever. So they have classroom time, right? So they have 20 kids in the classroom. So every other day they break apart. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Monday and Wednesday, he gets teacher time with his group, and then the other group is on the computer doing some work for that class. I can see it being instituted in that way. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, Caden's on the computer and doing like whatever his goals and milestones are on that. So like I said, like if it's a tool, great, but to have a full curriculum where you are being taught by a computer, number one, it's horrible for your eyes. And number two, how many kids are really going to sit in front of a computer?
Our eyes all fucked up anyway.
How many kids are really going to sit in front of a computer for 8 hours a day? We can barely do it.
They do that now. Stop it. They do that now.
They do not do that now. They do not do that now. When they were at home for whatever, and they were doing I'm sorry, when they were at home during COVID and they were on the computer, they were giving them students like 30-minute breaks between like every other class because they can't focus when you're just in front of a TV. I mean, in front of a computer like this.
Okay, I think we'll agree to disagree. I think where we at is you think it would be good to have it hybrid, but you wouldn't want it to be the main teacher. What's the difference?
I think it's a tool, like the same way I just said it. Like I think that you do need the teacher interaction, right? And when you break them off in that group. So if we do an algebra and half the class is being taught by the teacher, half the class is on the computer, then you can use it as a tool for your teacher to look at how that person is progressing to where they need more help. But do I think that person should, if you got to get from A to Z by the end of the school year, and AI is only teaching that child at that pace, he may not hit Z. So he'll technically be behind per the standards.
But no child is left behind. But
it makes it even worse.
They don't even fail kids anymore.
Which is the problem? But
AI would correct it.
No, I'm done.
Producer. With that being said,
what did AI when they started teaching something crazy? See, Shannon.
We don't know what these kids be watching. Ryan, Airplane Ryan, what up though?
That's
what's
Nicole.
up, man? My bad, yo. My flight was delayed.
You good? Producer, bring up the next topic, please.
What's up, Nikki?
Hey.
All right, y'all. So this is my homie. Shout out to Prince Camus, and This is a post that he put up 2 days ago. Apple autocorrect count your fucking days. If I'm trying to type the word differently, why would you autocorrect it to Tiffany instead? Got me arguing with this crazy ass girl. Take that down. Yo, have you ever had this situation? You can take it down, producer. Have you ever had this situation?
Absolutely.
If he wasn't typing Tiffany enough, it wouldn't autocorrect to Tiffany. It's only autocorrecting
Bullshit.
To what you type.
Bullshit. How many times you went to type fucking and duck came out?
The fat Faison liar.
Yeah.
That is true.
How many times?
That phone never autocorrected to a person name.
The fat Faison liar.
I swear, it never autocorrected to a name.
The fat Faison liar.
But also, I can't tell you how many texts I get, and they be like, "Any, what's up? Who the fuck is Any?"
Yeah, I gotta
I'm using fuck a lot on this episode.
Yeah,
I like it.
Apple on a new update is fucked up.
Yeah, but when I saw that, it reminded me of this funny ass story I got actually with Nikki. So one day, me and my daughter mom had a crazy argument. So at the time, Nick had lived down the street from me. So I was like, I know you sleep right now, Nick, but when you wake up, I gotta tell you what this bitch did. I sent that message to my daughter's mother, and she responded with, I bet you sent it to the right bitch. I bet you wish you sent it to the right bitch. I argued with her about that the entire weekend. And I just had to eat ass face because she actually sent me that message right before I walked into work. Fuck my whole day up. And then when I saw the next, I was like, I was just playing. But producer, well, no, I just brought that up because I'm glad that shit like that just don't happen to me. I'm glad it happened to other people. Brian, you don't got no crazy situations that popped off like that because
No, I remember only thing that happened to me was remember back like we had no kids.
Yeah.
So with no kids, when the text message used to come through, it used to come through so fast that like while you was texting, you would be mid text and it would automatically go to the next person, the person that sent you the message. So like I was texting one girl about one situation and then it went to another girl and then like it was a situation.
Ooh.
She was like, what are you talking about? And it was like some detailed shit. And I was like, oh man, haha, I was just playing. But that was the last time I talked to her.
It get like that sometimes. Rest in peace to Shorty.
She was so good to me.
Damn. Don't it hate
her pancakes, she used to make the crispiest pancake edges.
It hurt when you lose.
All these other bitches making these thin ass pancakes, man.
It hurt when you lose your best slider. But producer, bring up the next topic, please. Delayed but not denied. FLY's Swag Surfing is certified platinum 15 years after its release. All right, you can take it down. If you know me, you know that Swag Surfing is my shit. Now, I won't say shout out to the Swifties because I imagine that this badass swag surfing that they've been trying to do is the reason why I went platinum. But Swag Surfing, I don't even know at what point the song like really made an impact where it just became like one of my favorite songs in the world. If Swag Surfing come out, I'm running to wherever the nearest floor is and I'm swag surfing. Also, in my funeral wishes, I wish to have all my friends swag surf with my casket one last time after I'm on my way out of the church. And whoever does not abide by those wishes, just know I'm paying you visits in my afterlife. Now it ain't gonna be like the creepy shit where I like open doors and nothing like that. But Kristen, shout out. Remember them Cool nights? Been drawing and that was like damn, like almost 20 years ago. I've been outside for a long time. Swag surfing, like Joe said, swag surfing is definitely my anthem. But yeah, if y'all don't abide by my funeral wishes, I got a couple wishes. Y'all got to swag surf with my casket one last time. I got to be buried in a polo shirt with Levi jeans, with a pair of Vans, and also I want a Jerry curl wig in my casket. Those are my wishes.
Okay.
And if any of those wishes are not met, y'all know what it is. To sports. To sports. WrestleMania is this weekend in Philly. I put a question on Instagram, on Facebook, and audience, I would like your feedback on this particular question. If you were a wrestler and you had to pick any wrestler's theme song as your intro music, who would it be? Now, Nick, I don't take you as a person that watched much wrestling.
No, but I did go down a wrestling rabbit hole the other day.
Okay.
Regarding the guy who fell to his death.
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart.
Went down this whole like rabbit hole.
Ironically,
I saw that
happened
live.
that happened at WrestleMania in Philly.
No, that didn't happen at WrestleMania. It happened at
yes, it did.
It
Owen
wasn't.
Hart. No,
yes,
Owen
it did.
Hart, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Bro, it didn't. It was in May.
Where's my research team?
Yeah, I'm a diehard wrestling fan, so like I know it.
It happened at WrestleMania in Philly.
What's the bet, Ant?
Huh?
If I'm right, you buy me a bottle. If you're right, I'll buy you a bottle of anything.
All right, that works.
It was in May. It was in May. I believe it was in May.
So
I know it wasn't a WrestleMania.
It was at WrestleMania.
He was dressed up as the Blue Blazer, and he was coming down out the ceiling, and he fell to his death. He hit the back of his head on the turnbuckle. I saw it.
So Nick, I want you to look up what event it took place at. But Big Exclusive said Stone Cold. I think Stone Cold is easily I feel like I should take Stone Cold out of this equation because everybody wanted that Stone Cold glass breaking. Take that down. Take that down. Take that down.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Come on now. I'm a die.
Kansas City.
I'll take a bottle. You can give me a bottle of Jack.
A bottle of what?
A bottle of Jack.
The only thing I hate about this being live is that I can't edit this part out. But me personally, I think I would take Shawn Michaels, Sexy Boy. I'm not your boy toy. D-Generation X. There's a couple of them that I would pick. It was one more that I had in mind, and I cannot think of it right now. But okay, J King. Wow, thanks. We get it. We get it. I was wrong. But audience, what's some of the songs that you would pick? WrestleMania is the best event because that's when they had people's music played by live bands. I'm really not a wrestling fan. I haven't watched wrestling probably since about 2001. Once I found out that it wasn't real, that kind of killed it for me. But also another sports take. Ron is indisposed at the moment, but he's back. Shout out to my boy Embiid. Embiid is back. The Sixers are looking promising again. I'm not expecting us to win the championship, but it's good to see Embiid is back. March Madness. Ron, have you paid attention to any March Madness?
I've been watching the girls. I ain't been watching the dudes. They suck. The girls have been exciting.
I'm glad you said that because the girls NCAA championship, the NCAA tournament has been fire.
Yeah,
that matchup, the matchup the other day with Iowa versus LSU was probably going to be better than any of the WNBA's entire season next year. But shout out to homegirl from LSU. I forget her name.
Angel Reese.
You said who?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. Shout out to her. She said that she was going to go to the draft. Shout out to, I forget her name, Floshay, or I forget how to pronounce it, but Johnson. She was holding it down in the game the other night. Kelly Clarkson is definitely a problem, Big Exclusive. I went to work and I told one of my white coworkers, I have not seen a white person make black people look that bad at basketball since probably Larry Bird. But shout out to the tournament. It's been good basketball so far. Dog, the WNBA is trash. Nick, remember we had this conversation about women's basketball? I told you.
Yeah.
I did say Kelly Clarkson, Caitlin Clark, but Corey, shut the fuck up. Nobody was paying attention. But I told you, I think that WNBA basketball is awful. NCAA women's basketball is the only way that I'll watch women's basketball. My daughter was on the basketball team for 3 years straight. It was the most awful shit you ever had to watch. Hours of my life that I can never get back. You said what?
They were children.
So?
Hold up 1 second. Keep talking.
Oh my God. My co-hosts are really acting like niggas. And I don't mean that in a good way. But y'all know how I like to end. If it bleeds, it leads. Producer, play my funny video.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. And here we go.
Investigation after a home exploded into a gigantic fireball.
And that was that. What'd you say?
I said I saw that when you sent it to me, and I was like, "What is happening?"
That video had me in tears. What up, Mac baby? With that being said, that will conclude If It Bleeds, It Leads. Let's jump into that lounge talk. Now, you guys know that now with Lounge Talk, I'm going to introduce a water cooler topic before I jump into my main topic. And the beauty of it is I don't let my co-host know what the water cooler topic is going to be. So, shout out to Stormy P, her podcast, the Chocolate Chip and Sip. I was watching the other day and she was talking about how she doesn't like for her friends to tell them bad stuff about the person that they're dating. She was like, I'm a girl. We get into all the things that we don't like about them when we're mad about them. She was like my friend told me that her boyfriend wasn't packing. So she was like, the boyfriend, she was like, our joke was that he had a shrimp when she wasn't with him. So she was like, when she called me and told me they had worked everything out, she said, "Oh, so you back with Endless Shrimp? Okay, you back at Red Lobster." And her friend did not think that was funny. So, Nick, I want to ask you, audience, I want to ask you as well. What is something that your friend has told you about the person about their person when they was mad that's embarrassing that you just could not unhear? Like when they got back together, you just had that one thought. Like she told me, like you took your drawers off to get busy, and there was a little shit stain in there. Like, what's that one thing that a friend has told you about their boyfriend or girlfriend that once they got back together, you just couldn't unhear?
I'm never repeating what they did tell me, number one. But they also don't tell me crazy things over there. They also don't tell me too much crazy things. I think the only thing that they normally say, like when you break up with, like what you kind of said, when you break up and they mad, like, oh, he got a small dick, blah, 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 blah. But
yeah, story they can't tell about Ant.
I think even when it's not true, that's the first thing that's going to hurt somebody's feelings. So that's the first thing that they say. So like, I mean, I don't know anything. I've never gotten anything like that. That was that embarrassing like that.
I mean, she never said like, "Girl, we went to do it and his dick stink."
No, no. Maybe like we went to do it and he couldn't get up or something like that. But nothing. No, nothing like.
We went to do it and his breath smelled like he had already ate my coochie.
What? No.
I'm just taking a guess at what I think them conversations go like between
No,
women.
I don't have. I mean,
You know what? With
mean,
dudes, I don't think this type of stuff normally comes out in like an anger. I think it comes out in like general conversation. Like, yo, I was at her crib and I went in her room and like she didn't even have a mattress. She had an air mattress, like, and I'm like, your kids is away for the weekend. That's what y'all be sleeping on when they be here? Or I went in her crib and she ain't had shit.
Yeah, like, so I don't have anything that's out of the ordinary realm of like regular shit that people say when you break up or when they mad.
El Presidente, Tiff, I'm gonna tell you that Dom's event was very interesting. I'm just gonna leave that right there. You can read in between the lines. But dude was abusive, so I said you got that shoulder roll down correct. Oh shit. Wow. Wait, nah, the only reason people be hanging on is because the money or the dick. Deandra, I'm not gonna let you gaslight me today. And the nigga still hit on the air mattress with nothing in the crib. Yo, Corey, you are absolutely right. It was this one young lady. I went to her crib. She had an air mattress. She just moved there, and I was like, "Oh, I mean, all right." And not gonna lie, when we woke up the next morning, air mattress, the air went out. I was laying on the floor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, shout out to her though. But producer, can you bring my lounge talk topic up, please? Woo! Tiana Taylor reportedly shares how Iman Shepherd is impacting their daughters with his new lady friend. Okay, take that down. So, audience, I saw this and I didn't really dig further into the story because honestly, I didn't give a fuck. But what I wanted to know is how do you deal with, because most of us have had kids with somebody that we're no longer with. How do you deal with your baby mom, baby father moving on with somebody else? Like, how does that look for you? Do you try to introduce yourself to them when you know somebody that's going to be serious, that's around your kid? Do you take a standoff approach? Is it like, fuck them because you still want to be with your baby mama, baby father? How does it look? Nick, what do you do when you are in a relationship? Well, no, when your baby's father has somebody new.
So the way I feel is like when you are dating a person with children or whatever, I feel like when I first met my son's father, he has other children. And before I had my son, I had his other children. And I was like, I think I should meet their parents because, or whomever their full-time, the other parent, the moms, because these children are with me most of the time. So I feel like they should know who their child is with. Like, I don't expect to have like a full-blown relationship with them, but they should be able to pick me out of a lineup. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. Now, when I had Kaden and we split and then he was dating someone else, when I started to realize that they were kind of like more serious and she had got pregnant, I was like, well, I think I should meet this woman because now my child is around them and they share siblings. Like, I believe that when you get to a point of like not introducing your kids, when you get to the point of introducing your kids to another person because you're serious, it should be some type of introduction. It doesn't have to be formal. It could be like, I'm dropping Kaden off. Oh, hey, I want you to meet this person, and vice versa. But I was not, I've never met any of Kaden's siblings' parents except for the one under him. The one under him, I've never met.
So when you get into a serious relationship and there's going to be somebody around your child, do you introduce that person to?
They should be introduced. They should be introduced. The last
No. I didn't say what they should do. I said, do
let
you
me
do?
finish my statement. The last relationship that I was in, there was a non-formal introduction at a very hectic time, but they were introduced. They were not. It was not amicable, but they were introduced.
Okay. Ryan, what about you?
It's none of these bitches' business who I'm messing with.
Say that again.
It's none of these bitches' business who I'm messing with.
But he has a different story because he has his children full time.
Yeah, they don't take care of
It's different.
So you need to mind their motherfucking business. Not me.
Leave it to Ryan to be.
Yeah, because he's in a category of his own because he has his children full time and he has his own issues with those baby moms. If you have an amicable relationship with your baby moms or your significant or your baby fathers, there should be some. If my child is somewhere, I want to know where my child is at. And any person who has their children or who cares about their children or have just like mother-father instincts, they should want to know where their child is at.
Well, this is a good.
Go ahead.
This is a good place to hit the timeout button. And producer, I would like to ask the Ant Hive, what you got to say about that?
Not the Ant Hive.
And saying that and calling the Ant Hive and snapping your fingers a little spicy too.
You said what?
Calling us the Ant Hive and then snapping your fingers a little spicy too.
I think you're a hater.
So, but I feel like when you get
one second, because if y'all think I came here to play with y'all, god damn it, I'm not. Producer, drop that link, please. Ant Hive, if y'all want to chime in on the subject, because I'm really interested to see how people feel about this particular subject. Because I actually had another, like an entirely different topic that I would like both of y'all to come back. Yo, Casey, go to hell. I would like both of y'all to come back next week for. But when I saw this, I thought it was interesting because it's like, how do you handle, for one, when your children's parent is in another relationship, do you want to meet that person? I think
you should, but I think what happens is when you're in these relationships and you split for whatever reason, when both parents can start to understand that it's about the child and the well-being of the child, and they're not angry, hurt, and they kind of have grown through that separation or whatever the case may be, you don't have that much of an issue. It's when one person is still angry or hurt or whatever, when you start to have an issue with like the other parent, when you get to the point where it's just like, listen, this is your child, this is my child, we both want the best for him, it is what it is. Like, so now I didn't have her phone number and call her and do all this stuff. But if I'm sitting here like, yo, I'm trying to get some family pictures taken, I think we all should be there so you could get family pictures with your child. Kaden, not me and their child, but Kaden can get daughter. Like if I'm buying a package and they're telling me I can bring up to 10 people, by all means, come the fuck on. Like, so the way I feel is like when you start getting into that angry about I don't want to meet that person or whatever the case may be, that's weird, because you should want to know where your child is and who your child's around and these things. That's how shit happens to children when you don't know where the fuck they be at.
Producer, bring up Casey's comment. I don't care. I feel the parent is not going to have my child in Warm's way. So it don't matter. I disagree with that statement. I feel like I always want to put a name to the face. So if this is a person that my child is going to be around, I would like to see who that person is. I mean, at least to get a handshake and to know who that person is.
Right.
Now, my particular situation, my daughter's mother didn't introduce me to people that she dealt with seriously afterwards. It was always me seeing that person. When I see that person's around a certain amount of time, I introduce myself, because I'm not the type of person where there's going to be a hostile situation between me and that person. But if you're going to be spending time around my child, I would just like to know you, shake your hand, be able to say know your name. I mean, I honestly, my daughter's mother's baby father, me and him, well, other baby father, me and him actually have a good relationship. When I see him, we sit there, we busted up about Sixers games. I really wish I could talk about one thing that he talked about with me and Corey, because I mean, even my homies know who my daughter's mother's other baby father is. So I mean, I think it's good. I mean, I'm not saying that you got to be all chummy with that person, but I think it's good to at least be able to see that person, exchange handshakes, maybe say like, yo, you saw that Sixers game or some shit like that. I'm not saying that that's the expectation, but I think it's good. I think it's healthy. I think that the kids, when they see it, the kids kind of also feed off of that energy. Also, I think it's good to get like a firm, like build parameters of how you know that person to be. So if things sort of start to change, you can kind of identify those things and kind of figure out if something is going wrong. But
and I believe that just having that relationship is so healthy for the child to see as well. Like it's like healthy for the child to see that, you know, your family is what you make your family. And I do not agree with Casey was saying you believe that it won't have him in harm's way. Like people feel that people have good intentions all the time and shit happens. Like a lot of not to go too deep into a wormhole, but a lot of these molestations and stuff happen with family members that you think will never that would never happen with. So like not about, of course I don't, you don't want anything to happen to your child and you will hope that the other person has good intentions, but at the end of the day, you never know somebody wholeheartedly. So I want you to be able to, like I said, I want to be able to see them and be like, oh, that's such and such girlfriend. Like if something happened, I want to be able to pick you out of a lineup. If you have my child, like if you have my child is the most important thing to me. So I should know where he is, who he's around, and things of that nature. And if you were serious about this person, and this person also needs to know that they have an active fucking parent. They need to have an active parent.
You're not gonna get no bullshit away. You're not gonna get no bullshit off with mine.
You're not gonna be talking crazy to my child and think he's gonna come home and it's not gonna be nothing. But these are also things that people have to grow into being able to do. Like I said, the first two baby moms my baby father has, I don't know them. I can't tell you what they look like from a can of fucking paint.
Right. Also, I think it's better to have that relationship with the person, because if they're going to be around your child, naturally at a certain point there may come a time where they may have to discipline your child. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not even going to say discipline because I think that's too harsh of a word, but I'm going to say correct your child. I know that I have enough of relationship with my daughter's mom, other baby father, to know in what manner he even corrects my child in the event that it needs to happen. But I think those things are
hoes come and go. You're not introducing your children to every person that you talk to. Like I'm not introducing Kaden to every person that I talk to, or like every person I came in contact with since I've been broken up. Like Kaden's
I'm gonna avoid the urge to tell a joke here. Only me, you, and somebody else. Well, a few people watching know why this is funny. But yeah, I think Lace, you're right. I think it is weird in people not knowing that person. Now one thing I will say where I'm a hypocrite with is because I haven't introduced my daughter's mother to anybody that I've dated, but also my daughter's mother. I mean, my daughter doesn't live with me, primarily because I'm a deadbeat. I'm out here living my best life. She can live with her mother.
But you also have crazy.
What'd you say?
I feel like it's like an animal in my computer every time I talk. Like it sounds crazy, but I feel like you don't.
Was you doing drugs before you signed on?
No, I was not.
Okay.
I think that when your child is around this person when your child is around this person all the time. So say you have a girlfriend and every weekend you go to Philly, your girlfriend and Cece is together, then you should introduce your girlfriend to your baby mom. But it's I just feel like I digress.
Oh, well, it looks like the audience is scared to chime in once again. Y'all be acting scared. They be acting scared of the smoke. So, well, Ron, you back. Ron, do you feel as though you should have to introduce your baby mom? I mean, introduce somebody that you're dating serious to your baby mom?
Maybe like with the smaller kids or the one that doesn't live with me. But like my older kids, they're grown. My kids are grown.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
the
like,
older ones for sure,
yeah,
because the youngest out of your older bunch is like 17, right?
yeah, 17, 18, 20.
Dang, nigga was getting it cracking. But Jesus Christ.
I don't let people meet
But
my kids unless we're serious. No, I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
I agree with that. But this was about.
wait, what was the comment that you said?
It just said I don't. Deandra said I don't let people meet my kids unless we are serious.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think there's any need to introduce your kids to your late night slaughter.
Yeah, But like I was saying, DeAndre, it says meeting my baby dad is a no. He's stupid. That's what I'm saying. If you have like this crazy person, then by all means, I can understand why you don't do it. But when you have
Girl, the only nigga
even
scared of your
tempered
baby, the only
people,
nigga scared of your baby father is you.
I feel like
But
when
no,
you have two mature adults that understand these things, and you should be introducing your significant other if they're serious.
you know, I find that funny because every situation I saw where somebody had a crazy baby father, it has literally been he's only crazy to that person.
Yeah, every
I
time.
remember this one girl that I was one of my ex-girlfriends, her baby father was quote unquote crazy. And when we came across each other, he got real quiet. Like he couldn't look me in my eyes as a man. Weird
Because the
shit.
niggas that be crazy with their baby moms can't do the same thing to men. They only crazy.
Yeah, then like our interaction, I mean, he tried it, and I mean, I didn't. It wasn't a situation where we had a back and forth, but I mean, when he tried something weird, I just happened to be there to see it, and he kind of like backed off. And I mean, we didn't have words. I think because he didn't know I was there, it caught him by surprise, and then he kind of was like, "All right, well, all right, I'll leave." But then he ran back to like a mutual friend of theirs and was like, "Oh, that nigga was like, ooh, why this nigga here, this, that, and the third." I was like, "Yeah, none of that happened." But wait, nah, mine's really living like that. He gives no fucks.
Until somebody put hands on him, then he gonna be a fucking
They
trick.
didn't. They didn't. They didn't stop making guns when they made his.
I can see that too, Tiffany. But I'm serious about somebody. I'll meet my child's father first. He's a good judge. I mean, my baby father, unfortunately, is not a good judge of character, and also I was not a very good judge of character when I had Caden by him.
Well,
So,
one thing that I'll
but if I agree with that, if you have that type of relationship, because that could be like one of my friends is dating this girl, and they met. She's a lesbian, and the girl.
wait, bring up Lay's comment. Yo, Lays, I wish I could tell the audience why that's so funny. That's gonna be a lounge conversation. But Lace, I can definitely understand why you don't want to meet no more baby dad. Woo! Oh, I can't wait to get back to the group chat. But he made me lose my train of thought. Oh shit! All right, I remember what I was gonna say. I want to say I think that El Presidente, Tiffany Ann, I think the relationship that her and her baby father have is really dope. I've met Tiff 2 times in person, and her baby father was there both times. And like like they can laugh and joke, and like they have a really great relationship. Like I don't think I would ever be at a place where me and my daughter mom would be able to like hang out. Like you cool and all. When I come back to see my daughter, what's up? I might talk to you for a little bit and catch up. But I think it's really dope the type of relationship they had. And I mean, I can only imagine like how much work it took to get to that particular point. But I mean, it wouldn't be for me.
Tiffany, how old are your children? If you don't mind me asking.
I know she got one son that's like a senior in high school.
Oh, okay. So got some years in. Got it.
Yeah, they got some years.
I think it gets to that though. I think after you get through all the BS, especially when you have kids young, you get through all the BS. It gets to the point where it's like, I'm not trying to argue. I'm tired. Like whatever. Let's be cool.
Well, honestly,
some people can't do that though.
14 and 12.
Yeah, like.
Well, honestly, I don't really care about what a relationship with my daughter mother looks like because I got 12 payments left on my daughter. So we only had to talk for the next year, and that's about it.
Shut up. Stop saying that.
What?
Saying that.
I got 12 payments left on my daughter.
Not talk to her as soon as she turns 18.
I'm not going to talk to my daughter's mother when she turns 18, and I make this very known.
The day that Cece turned 18, you better not ever speak to Shayna again. Or you
Ron, you got a phone call on a fucking rotary phone? But you said I better not ever talk to her again?
Oh, that's what you're saying. So you're going to owe me money. I bet you $100 that when your daughter turns 18, you will talk to her.
I mean, I'll have to talk to her eventually.
So stop saying that shit out. Stop saying that shit.
If your daughter get married, you got to
mean it.
You said what?
If your daughter get married, like y'all probably have to have for like the wedding, y'all have to have some type. Well, I don't know, maybe not.
You know what? So it's funny that you mentioned it because one of my friends in the army, she got married, but she got married when we was in Japan. So when we moved back stateside, she had a big celebration. Her mother sat on one side, her father sat on the other side. She walked up. He was like, "Hey, how's it going? It's good to see you." And he walked off. That's all the contact they had after they had divorced. That's going to be me.
That's not for you because if Cece, the only time that you can really state that and kind of be serious on it is if Cece don't move back home. She's going to have to be completely separate from her mom because you're going to be intervening in a bullshit.
No, I'm not.
I digress.
She's going to call me and I'm like, that's crazy.
No, I agree. Stand on business because he's bullshitting right now. Like, ugh.
I mean, I'm not now as much as I would like that to be the end all be all. You know, I might have to talk to her 2 or 3 times after that.
Okay. Whatever you say.
I mean,
don't do that. Don't back together trying to put these kids through. Don't do that. I don't even know y'all situation, but just don't go. People don't.
Well,
go
no, I mean,
only forward.
Seeing a situation, I could honestly see that. Also, her situation was different because they were also married on top of everything else. So, and I mean, it's not me telling her business. She's made it known on this show before. If you want to check out previous episodes of the Ain't Money podcast, you can go down to the YouTube channel, the Big Exclusive Network. But audience, y'all was really scared. I'm a little disappointed. So
that's because probably the audience got kids that don't introduce their significant others to their people.
I mean, people definitely be scared, but
next week you coming. What's the
Big Exclusive? Also, reach out to Ryan because he got a question for you about some future safe space for men stuff. But with that being said, producer, let's jump into the spotlight. So, producer, spotlight on Ain't Money. I wanted to put the spotlight on me because I just been really amazing. I'm a blessing to all of you guys. Every Thursday you come back here because you love the blessing that I give you guys every week, and I'm appreciative for that. I definitely appreciate y'all coming back here every Thursday with me. We got more exclusive content coming with the Big Exclusive Network. Bonus content that you'll only be able to get if you are a member. It'll cost you a humble $5 a month. If you're on YouTube, click that membership button. Nicole, go to hell. And I just wanted to say I really do appreciate y'all coming back here with me every Thursday, 7 o'clock. We got Sex Parent coming up on a network with Tiffany Ann. I am still very curious as to what this show is going to be about, because when I think sex parent, I think step parent porn from Pornhub, but that's obviously not going to be it if you know. But I just wanted to say, make sure you get that membership, $5 a month, exclusive content coming soon. All right, you can back out. Pause. That sounds crazy. Yo.
I is on pause for every fucking thing, and it don't even be making sense. He'll just say it by pause. I'll be like, that didn't even make sense.
He's still learning. Nicole, spotlight on Nicole.
Me?
Worthy loves.
Oh yes. Hi guys. So
do
I
you have some new candles yet? Because I am.
I do have new candles. I did not put them up yet because I've been low key dipping in my supply because I've been like bullshitting a little bit. But yes, go to IG and follow me on worthy.loves. Also go to my website www.worthyloves.com. I will be having some new content and I'm trying to just figure out what direction I want to go in and kind of hone in on my audience, etc. However, we give you self-love reminders that you are great, you are worthy of everything that you need and want that is healthy, and just stay tuned because some good things is coming up, especially with the new the seasons changing and things, and I'm kind of getting my mojo back. But yes, I do have new candles and I have them here. I will give you a few of them.
You don't be giving me shit. I pay for them candles. Don't be lying to them people.
So first of all, I was going to give you one for fucking free, but here you go. Okay. Now you got to pay me. But yes, go to worthyloves.com, guys.
Okay, producer, can you put the spotlight on Ron?
Hello. I got shit going on this week. I didn't record. I'm in the process of actually loading up an episode, so I gotta just drop them. I got some recordings. I got a recording to do this weekend with Ant and actually Big Exclusive. I got 2 more recordings to do next week, but I'll be back not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, and then I'll be able to run them after WrestleMania. I'll be able to drop. I've just been really, really, really busy, as y'all see. Not just with work, just with life shit. So. Stay tuned and go back and listen to some of my older. I got like 27, 28 episodes up, and I know y'all all ain't listened to them all yet because I can see it. So go back and fucking listen to the episodes. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say Ron definitely got one of my favorite podcasts. Ron and Dom have 2 podcasts that I feel like when I go there, they kind of keep me grounded with all the nonsense that I consume in regard to podcasts on a weekly basis, and I definitely appreciate the show. I can't wait to get to your crib on Saturday to do the episode, because I mean the episodes that you do, I always find them wildly entertaining because it don't be shit like your regular episodes. I be coming there thinking, oh, we about to. So, Ian, how's your relationship going? But no, I appreciate the show. I definitely want to say I appreciate y'all 2 for putting time aside to join me today. I hope I could get both of y'all back next week.
Yeah, I'm good for next Thursday. I'm off. I'm off at night, so I'm good next Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Tiffany Ann, El Presidente, I would like to have you on next week as well. I think it's a very dope topic. But audience, most importantly, okay, biggest piece of you.
Nick, what's the John for the candles?
What'd you say?
Okay.
It's worthyloves.com, but I didn't post my new candle, so I'll take a picture of what I have and send it.
Big Exclusive, I want you to come on too, pause. It's definitely a topic that anybody would be able to give feedback on. But I want to most importantly thank the audience for joining me every Thursday. Hope to see you back next Thursday. Peace and blessings.
Bye.